Thank you so much. I'm so excited to be here. I know that I am between a lot of you and going home. So I have 3 things that I can try to be. One of them is short, one of them is entertaining, and one of them is, well, I'm going to try to be short and entertaining. How's that? So are we queued up with slides? Oh, yeah, I am. Just a little bit about me. So as Dima said, I grew up in the corporate world, and I found this fun thing called Agile. I am a dance mom. They're fantastic. I love them dearly, and I've got a fantastic husband who's been my partner for almost 25 years. The best thing I've learned about my children is patience and love, and sometimes there are reasons why species eat their young. So for us, in our culture, customers are key. We would not be here today if it weren't for our customers. And our customers are both internal and external, and it's very, very important to us about our customers. And we're all on a journey together. This is who we are, this is what we do. And we really do value the diversity within our organization. Who we are, what we do, is really, really made up of our different backgrounds, our experiences, our perspectives. And we want to bring all of that to the table because all of that brings value. And we really do try to look at everything from all perspectives so that we can really create holistic solutions inside of our organization. Now, our culture wall, some of you have heard a lot about this, especially if you were in our EBA strategist certification class that we had just a couple of days ago. This is something that wasn't created by the leaders in our organization. This was actually created by our team. A couple of years ago, we made a very strategic decision to scale our organization, but we knew that as we did that, something that was very important was keeping the culture of our organization, keeping who we are. And Sally, if you want to come up and help me tell the story of this, because you were a very important part of this. We wanted our company, our people, to tell us who they wanted to be as we grew up. And as part of that, we wanted to ensure that we kept our customers at the center of who we are. And this wall actually lives in the middle of our office. So this is Tony. Some of you have seen him running around here. This is our kitchen. So this is where we live, and we have kept our culture as the center of who we are today. So Sally, do you want to share a little bit about this?
I just think if there's one gift I can give you from our company, it would be this culture wall, but it's not the wall. It's how do you ingrain the words that are on the wall? Bring it from the people, right? Have it be what inspires you to come to work every day and why do you belong here? And that's what's there, and have it become part of their day-to-day conversations. Everybody that we hire to fit the culture wall, the norms, the values, and I can guarantee you everybody we've ever had to let go, which is a very hard thing for us to do, there's something on that wall that just wasn't working anymore. And so just briefly, I just want to walk you through what's important to us. We do what we say we're going to do. This seems clear, but the what we don't like, what triggers us, and we tell people that when we're onboarding them, when we're interviewing them, is if we throw you the ball and you throw the ball up in the air and the person who gave you the ball has to catch it again and have to follow up with you and has to remind you, did you do it? Did you follow up? Did you get something done? That triggers us. Why? We're a small business and we're going fast and nobody has time to give you the ball and then follow up if you had actually done something. Did you guys resonate with that, right? So this is what we mean by what we do, what we say we're gonna do. We are trusted partners to our customers means we don't like the word vendor. If any of you guys call us a vendor, we're not working with you anymore. I'm just kidding. We work from our heart, and we never want to be considered a vendor or somebody who's just trying to transact with you. And so that is like the epitome of everything that we do is we are a partner on the journey. We engage when we need to, we disengage when we need to, but we're there for your success. Practice what we preach is very important because we preach a lot. We preach a lot. So we need to eat our own dog food. Have you guys watched the video that's called Above the Line? It's Conscious Leadership. I think some of you guys watched it at the workshop yesterday, the day before. I really want all of you to go and play that video internally. It's called Location, Location, Location by the Conscious Leadership Group. And it talks about in this now moment, how do I feel? Where am I? Am I above the line or am I below the line? And if I'm below the line, I'm reactive, I am defensive, I'm focused on being right. I'm not in a growth mindset, I'm in a fixed mindset. If I'm above the line, I'm curious, I'm open, I'm trying to understand, I'm learning. And so I think we use those words in our culture almost like every day. I'm below the line right now. I'm triggered.
And we actually step into somebody's office and say, okay, I need to be below the line. Just give me 5 minutes. I need to vent.
Just give me.
And then we actually use that so that we can keep each other where we need to be mentally.
So it's become like a day-to-day conversation around where am I? And it's not about being perfect, and nobody's judgmental around, oh, you're always above the line. It's about just realizing, stepping away from your behavior and realizing mentally, am I being defensive right now? Am I being reactive? Or am I stepping back and listening? Servant leadership is really important to us. We are completely triggered by ego. Anybody that thinks that they're better than other people, or anybody that loves hierarchy or power, or anybody that gets really excited about their job title, we don't, like, it's just not us. So everybody knows they can't use the B word in our company. They can't use the B word with me. Not the one you're thinking about, but the boss word. Right? So there's no such thing as bosses. We're just all created equal there. We play different roles in our company. Thought leaders in our industry, we believe that we do provide a lot of value and that we are thought leaders. We don't always follow, we lead. We have patterns that we've identified that we bring. And then do you want to talk about humble, hungry, smart?
Oh, yes, absolutely. Live by humble, hungry, and smart. We were so inspired by this. It's so important to us that humble, we all have to check our egos at the door. And often in our organization, we have to check our titles at the door. It doesn't matter what we call each other. It doesn't matter what we all have to pitch in and do what needs to be done. We're a small company. What matters at the end of the day, did you achieve the outcome that was needed to get us to where we needed to go? So as you may have seen this week, you are all our customers. Having a good experience for you is what is most important to us. So it doesn't matter who needs to pick up the trash or who needs to write on the flip chart or who needs to hold up the sign cards to make sure that we all stay on time so that you guys can all get your breaks and your food and out for the day. We just pick up and do what needs to be done. Hungry. We are a fast-moving company. You have to want to be with us in order to keep up with us. That's just the way it works because our customers need us right when they need us. It's all about timing and all about being there at the right time for the customers when they need us for the right thing. And so if you aren't ready to be a part of that, it's for the customers. So if you're not ready and hungry to be a part of that, it's really hard to be comfortable in what we've created. And smart. Let's be smart. I don't want you to work harder. I want you to work smarter. I want you to think about what is the next best thing that we can do. What is the smarter way that we can create a solution for a customer? What is the smarter way that we can narrow down and take time out of our own processes? What is the smarter way that we can look at solving a problem? I think somebody said the 7 worst words in the English language are because we've always done it this way. Let's be smarter about what we do for our customers.
Patrick Lencioni's book is where we got this from. It's called The Ideal Team Player from Patrick Lencioni. And he also describes smart as emotional intelligence, emotional IQ. That's, I would say, even the most important part of smart. It's not your brilliance. It is building relationships inside of our company. It is knowing how you impact people. It's knowing how you come across, right, from an emotional intelligence, knowing how you're really making a difference. So that's really important to us. We are one team. Nicole, talk about one team if you don't mind. What does that mean to you? Can we get a mic? Can we throw it real quickly?
And please don't ask me to throw the mic. We've all seen
Georgia, I'm coming to you next for Care Deeply.
Yeah, so one team, I mean, it's pretty self-explanatory, but kind of like we said, everybody shows up, we're all together, we own our success, we own our failures together. Yeah, we live the walk. Can I tell about my little story about? And I've only been really internal to ATI for about 6 months. I was a consultant before, but now I'm seeing how the sausage is made, and sometimes it's not pretty, right? We are people. I'm on a call at like 4 o'clock and with 2 coworkers, and they kind of weren't, you could tell we were below the line. And it was okay. We got through the conversation, nobody was hurt. 6 o'clock at night, I get a phone call from one of the gentlemen, and he said, I just want to tell you, I'm sorry. He didn't even say I'm sorry. I recognize that I was below the line. Like, Sally didn't say, you need to call her and apologize, nor Trisha. It was just his way of recognizing, Like, I'm living the wall. And so for me, one team is about that, like good or bad, we're there and we show up together and we understand, and we're always striving. That's what it says, right? Striving to be above the line. And sometimes we're not, and sometimes we are, and because of that, we do great things. So that's one team for me.
Awesome. Care deeply. What does that mean to us, Georgia? Because you exemplify that.
You know this is my favorite, getting up and speaking. So
She loves public speaking. She should have been up here on stage with us.
Yes, that's my favorite. Care deeply. So it's both caring deeply about our customers. So I head up our customer success org. And some of our customers are definitely here today, and you do know that we genuinely care for you. Your problems, your journey, we're on it with you. That's why we're not called a vendor. We are your trusted advisor, and it matters to us. Your success matters. We take it as it's our success. But also on the other side, we care very deeply about each of the individuals that work with us. When we have bad days, when stuff goes on in life, when you lose somebody, we have a family that wraps around us, and it's not lip service. And it's probably in my career one of the best places I've worked where it's genuine, it's truth. So it inspires me to show up every day. How do you want to show up? How do you want to show up for your customers? How do you want to show up for your teammates? So yes, we care deeply.
Summer, can you talk about positive energy?
Georgia can throw because she did sports.
I think this is really, oh God, that's loud, okay. I think this is really important, and I definitely see it, and it's not always easy. So I'm inspired every day. I walk into the office with all the positive energy and everyone's smiling, no matter how hard the workload can get sometimes. And so I think this is something that we try to show up at our client sites. I'm an enterprise coach, and so I work with a lot of our clients, and we try to show up and exemplify that. And I think Sally always says, and now I repeat this a lot, very allergic to negativity, right? So it's okay to say, hey, I'm below the line right now and go there, but we want to lift each other and come back up and have that positive energy.
Awesome. Dawn, can you speak about impact over effort?
Hi everybody, I'm Dawn Thiem. I lead our operations and our EBA enablement team. And impact over effort. So I think a lot of you know that it can get very busy. We can do a lot of tasks on a daily basis. And the list can go on and on and on in regards to what we're doing and how many things we have to do. The thing that we try to point and ensure that we are doing is that we don't get just sidetracked by busy work and things that are nice to haves, things that are lists and checking a box. We want to ensure that the things that we are working on actually have an outcome that we are working to deliver, and that it is we're focusing on our effort on that outcome versus just working to do busy work and not achieving the outcomes that we've defined. So we're constantly holding ourselves accountable to why are we doing this? What is the outcome? It's so easy to get caught. Even let's just use this event as an example, right? This is the first time that we've put on a summit like this. You can imagine there are logistical pieces and parts behind this that have been going on for months, and you can get so tactically. How's the hotel going to run? How's the food going to run? How's this going to run? How's that going to run? What paperwork's going to be on the table? But really, the outcome for you guys is that you get something out of it, right? All that other stuff you'd forgive us for, but if you're not learning something within this event, if you're not taking away, if you're not networking, if you're not getting out of the event what it is that you came for, all of the rest of it might be a nuance that you might be aggravated with, but you'd forgive us for that, right? And so ensuring that we are staying focused on that effort, that impact over effort, and spending our time and energy where it really matters.
Last one, and I'll let it go. Some of these have actually transferred over to our customers. So Lisa, I'm going to pick on you and ask you if you can talk about plant seeds, not weeds.
Sure, nothing like being put on the spot. And I think, Sally, you've really brought this to us at American Express and how we conduct ourselves and how we speak, and knowing that there's power in all of the words in our actions and deeds. And so always ensuring that we are creating that positive energy and building others up. We want to be builders, bridge builders, and relationship builders, and trust builders. And so we plant those kind of seeds and never negativity. And when we do plant weeds, it's about quickly recognizing that we do that and doing that about face. And just like Nicole was saying, hey, I may have been below the line, or I may not have supported you in the way that you needed to be supported. And so digging up where we've inappropriately or inadvertently planted those negative seeds.
So sorry I took too long on this, but have you guys learned a lot through the last 2 days that culture is critical? Is culture critical? And culture, who makes up your culture?
I do.
Everyone, you do. It starts with the leaders, and it starts with how you lead, but every single person in the company has to live your cultural values. We have this pattern of a culture wall. I just want to share it with you because it's one of our gifts to you, is how can you take anything from here and go and make it real and activate it within your own culture. So I take back to you. Thank you,
No
Trisha.
problem. No problem at all. Sally, I think, did a lot of it. We've talked about hungry, humble, and smart, why this is so important to us. And absolutely having that emotional IQ is key, because like we were talking about in our customer seat at the table group, it is so important that our internal customers of coaches be very happy with our external customers of you. Because if those two customer groups aren't collectively happy with each other, it's very hard for success to be born and for those outcomes that both of them want to be there. So that's one of those things, so that emotional IQ really does come into play with us. One of the things on the culture wall that Sally didn't talk about was having fun. What we do is important. The work that we do is hard. The work that you guys do in your transformations is extraordinarily hard. But part of what makes it fun is allowing ourselves to have fun. Take the time, celebrate those successes. Understand that what we're doing is good, important work, and you've got fantastic people doing it. Take the time to celebrate. Enjoy the holidays. Have a good time. Find those fun things. Like we walk in and we've got a fantastic gentleman in our organization that decorates for Mardi Gras, for every holiday under the sun. And we have a fantastic time. And so we take the time to celebrate and have a good time. And we enjoy being goofy together. Our strategic quarterly planning sessions are themed. So we have pictures of several of us, I'm not going to admit to this, but in Hawaiian skirts. Because we had a tropical theme one, pilgrim hats, because we had one around Thanksgiving. Just do it. Have a good time with your teams. And what are some of our lessons learned? We can't do what we do without our customers. And without our customers, what we do doesn't have any value. It doesn't do any good for us to show up each and every day if you aren't here. So thank you for giving us a reason to go to work every day. We appreciate that. And our customers just aren't the people that buy our products and services. Our customers are each other. The people that work upstream and downstream from us, those are our internal customers that we need to pay attention to, and we need to give them just as much attention as we do our external customers. Because if we're not partnering with them and pairing with them and understanding their needs and understanding the what's in it for them, then we aren't doing a good job and being good partners to them. And finally, we aren't perfect. We are going to mess up. And that's okay, as long as we take accountability and responsibility for it. And with that, thank you. Thank you so much for being a part of our first EBA Summit.